Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Football Talk. And today we got Madden 27 new equipment and player likeness updates. Woo! Man, oh man, if you are new to this channel, first and foremost, make sure you give your boy a huge like on this video. And can you do me a favor and subscribe as well? I will appreciate that. We on the road to 2K. But these are some of my favorite videos to watch, bro. Because the player likeness especially, bro, you will be like, what was they doing last year? And then the following year, you be like, wait, what was they doing the year before? Some of these face scans don't even look like the person in last year's game compared to this year. They do not even look like the same person. Okay? So I'm super excited for this. This is from the man himself, Eric Rayweather. You know we always reacting to his videos. Shout out to him. Make sure you give him a follow and subscribe to his channel as well. I appreciate you guys for checking your boy out. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Let's go.
Real life accurate in Madden. Shador Sanders has his likeness in the game. We've got tons of new equipment for some of the
Sanders
best
got his
players
likeness.
in the NFL.
Okay.
The pants have finally been shortened, and we've even got some other crazy gear that I'm going to show you as well. This video is presented by the EA Creator Network, and I was
those Bills jerseys go crazy.
Of course, we always start with the cover athlete because he always gets special treatment. They've got Caleb with the new face scan, looking just a little bit more up to date, a little bit more crisp, as it is a couple of years later from his original scan. And yes, they even gave him the painted fingernails as well because that's a part of his likeness in real.
Look. Look, for me, do you? You know, I've always been that type of person. Do you? I could not pull this off, but other people can, and kudos to you. Although, I ain't gonna lie to you, I got the EA, NFL, Chicago. This something in Chicago. This might, yeah. I like the attention to detail that they got with these. This is pretty cool. But yeah, to each his own when it comes to
life. JSN finally got his face scan last year, but the hair was wrong because he cut his hair right when the game came out. So this year, they updated it once again, and now he finally is real life accurate in Madden. Second year player Cam Scatterboo finally got his likeness in the game. This is what they had him looking like last year with a generic scan. Now he looks a lot more on point. This is what he looks like in real life. He is one of the more
generic as they God damn. Yeah, they literally this Sabu. This is literally the only thing he is in disguise. This is a costume. This ain't like this is Halloween. He got the same jersey number. He don't got the same gloves on. This is the look, bro. Look at this. Look at this. I am so glad they got his scan in. One of my favorite players, bro. Oh my god. This is literally him in costume.
Looking like last year with a generic scan. Now he looks a lot more on point. This is what he looks like in real life, and he is one of the more exciting players for the New York Giants. Speaking of the Giants, they brought in Isaiah Likely this year. He's been in the league for 4 years.
Isaiah Likely went to the Giants?
Inside of Madden, as he was just generic in years past, but now got him looking on point.
Sorry for the mic.
Shador got his likeness in the game this year too, kind of. See, he didn't get a face scan. He didn't want to get face scan for no reason. However, they were able to kind of make a custom face for him, kind of similar to what they do in the college football game. So it might not be gonna lie to you, they did a pretty good job to say that this is not a actual face.
I'm not gonna lie to you, they did my boy Sanders
last year. Zach
Ball, did him pretty good.
Finally got his likeness put into the game. I guess he finally went and got scanned. I mean, look how he looked last year. Looks a lot better now. Another second-year player, Bashal Tootin, is now in the game as well. We see this a lot with Madden. They get a lot of the rookie scan, but they don't get them put all into the game. And then you see some of them start trickling in year 2. But you could see Bashal Tootin looking pretty good. And we're keeping with that theme with Dylan Gabriel, another Browns quarterback. They got his face scan in the game. I think his is one of the best looking ones. His looks spot on. They did a good job.
Literally looks like a one-for-one.
Scan for Teddy B. He's been in the league for many, many years, but you could see his old scan was from many, many years ago. His hair is much longer now. He's much older now.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I hate to be, bro. I almost couldn't see Teddy. All I saw was I was about to say, where did Teddy face at? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Bruh, they got Teddy spot on. Yeah, I wonder what year this was for Teddy. This look like this was early in his career. It looks like the face scan that they had. Yeah, this right here is on point. Oh, he played for I didn't even know he played for Detroit. Nah, they got Teddy right.
But he's still in the league, so they went ahead and gave him an updated scan, and I think it looks pretty good. I like when they kind of do this for some of the veteran players. Just shows you how much they've changed since they came into the league. Got another Lion, Jack Campbell, been in the league for a few years, finally with the true likeness in the game. Another Lions player, DJ Reed, finally for the first time has his likeness in the game. We've got Deion Dawkins of the Bills, and I mean, good as well. And we got some crazy stuff coming up that you're not going to want to miss. So I can't wait.
Bro, look at the tattoos.
Look, even the neck tattoos in the game as well. My guy Cesar Ruiz from the Saints, been in the league for quite some years, finally got his likeness in. We've got Jacob Parrish of the Bucks, got him in the game this year, so that's good to see. Cameron Bynum of the Colts, got him in the game now. He's been playing pretty well, so good to finally see them get him in. TJ Edwards, another veteran, been in the league for a little bit, finally got his true likeness in the game. Another second-year guy, like I said, Andrew Makuba of the Eagles, got him in the game this year. Another really good young player, Dayon Henley of the Chargers, got him in the game, looking pretty darn good. Josh Metellus of the Vikings, got him in the game, hair looking good as well. They did a good job with this one. And yet another second-year player, Will Howard of the Steelers, backup quarterback in the game. We're going to get to the rookie scans in a little bit, but let's talk about some of the other likeness, like these shortened pants. Look at the difference between last year and this year. Now,
Yo! Nah, they finally got the shortened pants. Thank you, bro. They finally look like what they will be on Sunday, bro. For me, that was one of the things I did not like, that I have not liked in years past, is the long, bro. I am so glad they got the shorter pants, bro. This looks really good. Let me go back 1 second. So look at this right here. Look at this. Literally, everybody was dressed up as a kicker. Every superstar was literally, as far as pants-wise, was dressed up like a kicker. Look at this. Look at this. Socks cut off right here, guys. I want to make this very clear. Not his socks, excuse me. I think these are compression pants. Look at this, bro. Look how much, bro. Look how tight this is, bro. Compared to this is literally, bro, this looks amazing. I like this.
The other likeness, like these shortened pants. Look at the difference between last year and this year. Now, if you want to access these, you go to the lower body in the gear, you go over to pants, and there's now a new tapered option. We've been waiting for years for this. We never thought we'd see it.
Yes, finally.
And they also adjusted helmet fits, similar to what they did in college football.
Oh,
Here's the F7 Pro.
Helmet
You're going to notice the helmets this year moving on to the speed.
Yeah, because college, they really
sit a little higher and be tilted more to represent how players wear them in real life. And they also took down the shoulder pad size, as you can see here on the side by side. So when you take into account the pad fit, the helmet fit, the pants, the silhouette of the players,
I always like when they
look like accurate NFL players. Now we got to hop into the rookie scans. Fernando Mendoza, #1 overall pick. I mean, these new guys that come in, I say it every year, they look more and more accurate. Moving on to Jeremiah Love here of the Cardinals. Because
oh my God, Jeremiah Love,
Jesus, get just
he looked better than he did in college football.
We got Carnell Tate here. They always look better than the guys that were scanned before them, and it's just going to continue getting better as time goes on. I mean, I think Carnell Tate, one of the better looking ones. They got everything about him spot on. Jordan Tyson of my Saints, everything here looking accurate. Of course, the face scan looks solid. You've got the hair on point as well. Just giving you a total little look here so you can see what it's looking like. Another one that I think they nailed, Mekhi Lemon. His face looks exactly like it does in real life. And I mean, it should, but you know, some scans just tend to look better than others, and I think this is one of the better looking ones. We got Jadarian Price of the Seahawks. Might take over that starting job because Charbonnet might be out for a little bit, so he's good and ready to go in Madden. I know in some years past, Seahawks were constantly waiting for their rookies. Not this year. And we got even more good scans coming up here. Casey Concepcion looking good, got the hair on point as well. A little 360 action for you, just so you can see everything about the player. Also Denzel Boston of the Browns as well. They took 2 receivers and they got both of their likenesses in the game, so that's good. Got the young players ready to roll. Here's another really good one. Kenyon Sadiq, the top tight end off the board for the Jets, looking pretty darn good here. They really doing a good job getting more of these rookies in at the start of the year than they did in the past. As we move on here to Ty Simpson, went pretty high in the draft, higher than people thought, but already got him in the game as well. Omar Cooper, another Jets rookie. But yeah, they get a lot of these guys in at the start of the year now, which is good. In the past, sometimes they'd only get a few. Another Jet, David Bailey here, the top guy that they took actually off the board. They took a lot in that first round, and they had a lot of picks, but he's also got the hair coming out the back of the helmet as well, so they've been doing a lot of good updates with that.
If your browser looks anything like mine used to, 20 tabs open, multiple windows, and emails buried, you know the struggles.
Another top defensive player, Arvell Reese of the Giants, got the hair looking good here as well. So yeah, I mean, a lot of the first round guys are in at launch, and they're going to also add, more throughout the updates during the year, which is good. Moving on to Mansour Delane here of the Chiefs, came from my LSU Tigers, drafted in the top 10, I believe.
Oh yeah, my boy from LSU.
We got Sonny Styles of the Commanders, another one of those Ohio State linebackers that went pretty high, looking pretty good in Madden 27. Can't forget about Caleb Downs as well.
Oh boy, they did so good on Caleb.
Really curious to see how he's going to perform.
I ain't gonna lie to you. They did they big one on Caleb.
Ready to go as well.
This literally looks like
through the last few of these here. We've got Ruben Bain in the game as well. Spencer Fano, the tackle for the Browns, got him in the game. Hair, everything, all accurate. Francis Maui Noah, another Giants rookie, in the game as well, ready to go for launch. And it's not even just all the first round guys. They got Zachariah Branch in the game as well, ready to go for the Falcons. So I know they'll be happy to see that. Dylan Thieneman of the Bears on point as well, ready to go for when the game drops. And another Falcon, Avian Terrell, AJ Terrell's brother, also in the game.
Oh,
now all that stuff was good, but we're moving into the meat and potatoes now, the equipment. We've got the hanging mouth guards. We saw them coming to college.
Look at the hang. Oh my God, bro! Look at the hanging mouthpieces, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad they got this in the game, bro. I'm really glad they got this in the game. Hoping for them to get in the game last year, but hey, they got in here this year, so that's all that matters at the end of the day. But this looks really clean right here. I'm definitely gonna put my player. I'm probably going to have my player with the hanging mouthpiece.
As you can see here, you're going to be able to get the white and the black and the different team colors. You're not going to be able to have all.
Look how the helmet fits,
too. The NFL uniform rules, you got to adhere to the uniform rules. We also got the clear reflective visors added to the game as well, which look great. They also updated the arm sleeve with the compression shirt. So we did have this in the game last year, but they didn't have the shortened version of the shooter sleeve where you have the gap between the sleeve and the compression shirt.
They got
you can now do
that
in the game. You also still have the other higher cut sleeves that overlap the compression shirt, so if you want to go with that look, you can do that as well. Now, if you want to know how to get this exact look with the shooter sleeve, gap, and the compression shirt, you go over to the torso section under the shirts, and you're going to select one of the compression shirts, any color, it doesn't matter. And then when you do the shooter sleeve, you want to make sure you're just selecting the regular shooter sleeve option. Now, they also did add a new longer quarter sleeve option under the arm slot, so if you want to rock the compression shirt look with the untucked jersey, you can now do that as well. Just make sure you use the untucked jersey and then apply the new quarter sleeves in the arm section. And you can get the untucked shirt in the torso tab under the shirt section, so you can see you can now kind of rock this look in the game, which looks really nice. They also added the waist play call sheets that you sometimes see players on defense wear. I mean, I guess quarterbacks can wear them too, but they typically tend to wear them on their arms. But you do now have this option in the game.
They used to wear that a lot, like with quarterbacks
now
like
too. And we got to talk about the cleats because they put a lot of great new cleats in the game. We got the Anthony Edwards, my favorite addition. I really like.
I didn't even know Anthony Edwards had cleats.
So you'll get different colorways depending on the team and depending on the player, because some players have specific colorways. We also got another banger, the Under Armour Blur Pro 2026 now in the game. And again, depending on the player, depending on the team, you'll get different colorways. But these are, in my opinion, the two best cleats that have been added. But we do have some other really good ones as well, like
I like that colorway too, baby blue.
So you can see this one right here, rocking them on Carnell Tate. You can see a shot of them in game as well. These look pretty clean in my opinion.
Nah,
Also got the Adidas Adizero Electric 3. Those look pretty cool as well, giving you a little spin around there. Also the Adizero Impact Plus 2, looking pretty good here on Mahomes. Gonna cut to a game shot too. You can just kind of see him in action a little bit here, but I do really like these. Pretty good looking cleat in my opinion. We also got the Adizero Chaos 2. Adidas been putting in work lately, and EA's been getting them in the game. Now, we didn't get any new Nike or Jordan cleats for launch of 27, but I know there's a lot of really good ones coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. I'll keep you guys up to date. They also added a new high scrunch sock option. This is something you see a lot more players wearing now, almost like a full leg sleeve in a way, but that has now been added into the game as well. They also did do some updates to the spats once again, which I know has been a big complaint from a lot of people. Mostly you notice it around the ankle. They don't stick out as much. They're not nearly as bulky. I do think they look a lot better, but I do still think, I don't know, I still think like overall there's still just a little too much going on. I think they could still get them even better than this, but I mean, they're making progress at least. Another thing they worked on is the fitment of the cleats. So you'll notice last year versus this year how on a lot of the cleats they stuck out a lot more around the ankle, whereas you can see now they fit to the ankle much better. So they definitely kind of did a passover of some of these things that didn't look quite as good and made them look better. Nice. One of my favorite little sneaky additions they put in is the practice gear. So you'll notice
oh my god, look at this bro, look at the practice gear. Oh nah, they ain't gonna lie, EA did a big one on this. EA did a big one. Nah, ain't gonna lie, this gonna make me want to practice now. I'm one of the ones, I be skipping practice. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. A lot of times I be skipping practice. But this right here, seeing this, bruh, I'm gonna be in practice almost every day. Yep. See, bro, look at this. Look at this. Look at the Vikings one right here in the background. I ain't gonna lie, the Bengals practice jerseys go great, especially they helmets. I ain't know they was doing it like this in Cincinnati. Damn.
Caps. Things that you see players rock in practice, you'll see most of the players with the Guardian caps, specialty visors,
bro, the Guardian caps, bro.
Guards on some of the.
I've always thought they look nice.
Game, but they can rock them in practice. You could see CeeDee Lamb here with the crazy visor. Now, it's not every single player in practice. I think they're still adding more, but you'll see it on a lot of the big name players, the players that definitely go into practice and kind of wear some more custom stuff. They're starting to add some of that to practice because while they can't wear
look
it
at
in
the
a real
visor.
Game, it's still cool to have it in the game at least for practice.
Nah,
mode.
this is super dope.
Adding that in this year, and I think it's cool because it makes practice look a little bit more.
I wish they allowed it.
We also got some crazy new uniforms to go over. I mean, the Bills.
Here it is. And it's oh my god, bro. These jerseys right here, bro. These are probably some of my favorite jerseys, bro. Look at bro. Nah. When they pulled this, oh my, look at this. By the way, if you guys did not know, I'm a Patriots fan, but the Bills, I ain't gonna lie to you, they got it. They got it. They combinations. Ooh, this one, or the all red. Which one? This one or they're all red that they have. I really like that all red, but this one right here calling my name. Nah, this look, bro. Look at the helm. Look at this. Look at the reflection. The all gray. At night. Oh my god. In the new stadium too. Oh. Nah, this look crazy right here. Nah, I really mess with this one.
Already in the game, and also check out their new stadium as well. And we know the Titans did their full rebrand. Of
course, that was our first look.
I think this was one of the best moves they could have did. I hated their old uniforms. I thought they were some of the worst in the league. These, some of the best. Automatically, these look awesome. Nice. And speaking of teams that had bad uniforms, the Commanders, but they made the right move. They went back to their more traditional look, kept the new style helmet, of course, and this just looks a lot better, especially when you throw in the new all black that they got. I mean, I think this.
Holy shit! Nah. This is definitely up there as one of the best.
Also went back to a more traditional look, not completely all the way there, but kind of a middle ground, if you will. But I do think it looks a lot better, especially when you look at some of the different options. I really like the white top with the black pants. I think that's the best look overall. The Rams didn't do a full-on rebrand, but they took what they had and made it a little bit better, and I think they do look a lot better. They took away the things that kind of made the uniform not really so good and made them look a lot better. Even added the little yellow alternate classic and the all whites. I think also one of the best new uniforms that they brought back, kind of their retro look here. Those look pretty good. Kind of a similar situation with the Ravens. They didn't do like a full-on change.
I like the what's the name on
collar,
the
just a few little
pinstripe
details
on
in
the
their uniform, just kind of giving a little bit of an update.
That's my favorite Ravens
going
uniform.
too crazy or changing up everything. So I think those look pretty good. And for my coach people, they gave us a few new things here as well. So now you can put a hat or a visor on every coach. Not sure why that wasn't already there, but now we have that customization to put it on any different coach head. And the same goes for the headsets. They've got their own slot now, so you can rock, the headset on one ear, you can rock it on both. We got options now. They also added a few new clothing options here, just some different cut-off hoodie options. So they did add a lot last year, which was really nice to see, and they're just adding a little bit more on top of that, giving us a few different looks that we could throw on our coach. And they upped the shoe game for the coach as well, adding some more Jordans. Got the Jordan 13 Flints, the He Got
Games, coaches looking nice.
Pretty much every different version of the Jordan 13. Those are pretty nice to see.
I got coach out here stepping.
They added some new Vomero 18s, which look
I will rock those in real life.
And we also got the Nike Invincible 3 as well. And if we're talking likeness, we got to talk about the new heads that you have in franchise mode. Now, I know they're going to be adding more. They gave us a few new ones. I'm just going to cycle through just a few that I found here. There's definitely more than this, but we needed the updates to this. The ones they had just did not look good at all. And those are still there, or at least most of them are, but we do have some new ones to work with and some more on the way as well. So I like to see that they're making that change. And if you want to see how all this gear looks on the field in real time, check out my new
Alrighty, guys. Man, oh man, that was a lot. Some of the takeaways for me was like the Teddy Bridgewater, my boy Scatterboot, his face scan, and then the headliner for me was the Bills new uniforms, and we got the first look at the new stadium as well. I mean, they up there for some of the best in my opinion. But let me know in the comments down below. What did you like in this? What was your favorite part? And if you guys made it this far, type snake in the comments. Type snake and I give you a like. Love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.